Welcome to Primetime Pulse. Bonnie Blue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, rose to fame with outrageous stunts and content that turned her into one of the most successful creators on OnlyFans. At just 26, she's reportedly built an empire worth around $45 million. But behind the viral clips and headline numbers, there's a quieter, messier story. A marriage that's broken down and a family dispute over who, if anyone, deserves a slice of that fortune. Tia and Oliver Davidson were childhood sweethearts. They grew up together, fell in love early, and married at 22. To outsiders, that history suggests loyalty and partnership. To those who know how people change, it can also mean two lives diverging in different directions. In a recent interview, Tia described the split simply. They just grew apart. She said nothing dramatic happened, no explosive betrayal, just two people who evolved differently over time. Her words paint a picture of a relationship that gently unraveled rather than imploded. But not everyone sees it that way. On Oliver's side, the mood is more accusatory. His mother, Gil Davidson, has gone public saying Oliver deserves a substantial cut of Bonnie Blue's earnings because he helped get her started. That's a bold claim, and one that turns a personal breakup into a potential financial dispute. When you're talking about sums that big, family tensions and legal questions tend to follow. The money itself makes the story louder. Whether the $45 million figure is exact or an estimate, the message is the same. Tia has turned online fame into serious, life-changing wealth. Whenever huge amounts of cash are involved, narratives shift from emotional to transactional. Gil's accusation is blunt. She believes Tia and her team are trying to keep Oliver from seeing any of those earnings. From her point of view, that's unfair. A partner who contributed early on should be recognized. From Tia's point of view, the business is hers, built through her content and choices. It's important to stress that these are competing perspectives. Tia's public statements emphasize distance and personal growth, not wrongdoing. Oliver's family emphasizes contribution and fairness. Family statements aren't the same as legal rulings, and as of now, there isn't a public court record resolving these claims. Still, the clash highlights a modern reality. When creators turn online followings into real wealth, the lines between personal relationships and business arrangements often blur. This case also illustrates a broader cultural moment. Young creators are building businesses from content at an unprecedented pace. That sudden wealth can strain relationships, spark disputes over ownership and contribution, and drag private matters into the public eye. What might have been a private argument 20 years ago can now become headline news in a matter of days. For the people involved, the fallout is personal. For the public, it's a conversation about money, power, and the cost of fame. Will this end in a courtroom? Will it be settled quietly behind closed doors? Or will it simply fade as the next scandal takes over our feeds? Any of those outcomes would tell us something different about how modern fame intersects with family and finance. Right now, the facts are simple. Tia Billinger, professionally known as Bonnie Blue, has announced she and Oliver are separating and said they grew apart. Oliver's mother believes he's owed part of the business he helped build. Beyond that, we're watching a story that's still unfolding. And it's one that raises questions about what happens when a relationship becomes entangled with a lucrative creator business. Thanks for listening to Primetime Pulse. We'll keep an eye on this one and bring you updates as they come in. Stay tuned.